Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a new Zodiac video for you and I'm doing Ask an Amateur. As you guys know, I do this once a month. If you are new to my channel, you wouldn't know. So Ask an Amateur is basically a series where you guys ask me whatever the fuck you want. You send me an email. It has to do with Zodiac, so it's Zodiac stuff only, I guess. But I mean, you could just tell me the story and tell me their sign. That's like Zodiac enough for me. So basically you guys just have to send me an email. My email is in the description box down below. It's beautybyash with 3 H's at gmail.com. So you guys send me your problems. I give you my honest advice. I'm going to start doing probably 2 per video, maybe 3, depends on how short they are. So before I get into the video, just to let you guys know, I am really active on social media. I do a lot of Instagram lives, a lot, and they are lit. So come follow me on social media, my Instagram, my Snapchat, my Twitter. Most of them are Amateur Guru, but yeah. So let's just get right into the video. Okay, so today's email is from someone who wants to remain anonymous, so I'm gonna go ahead and just read it to you. So this person says, "Hey Ashley, there's this girl in my grade, let's call her Maria, that I was super close with about 2 years ago, March 2015. She and I did everything together. She became the best friend that I ever had. We never fought or argued and everything was fine. But for some reason when December rolled around, she wouldn't talk to me as much anymore, and by January she basically stopped talking to me. She wouldn't ignore me, but the only times we talked were when I approached her and she would always make up some excuse when I invited her over. There were a few other girls that she started hanging out with instead of me. Eventually I stopped trying, but it pained me so much. Then a couple months later I became friends with a girl that told me she used to be really close friends with Maria too, and exactly the same thing was done to her. We didn't talk about it much though. I also remember that before I started hanging out with Maria, there was a whole group of girls that she would always hang out with, but I guess she dropped them too, because now she never talks to them anymore. So 2 of my best friends are getting really close with Maria, and I'm afraid she'll do the same thing to them. Should I warn them? I'm afraid they'll think I'm just jealous or something, and I don't want her to hurt them like she hurt me and the other girls. What should I do? P.S. Maria's an Aquarius, and I wish to stay anonymous, please." Oh, I almost dropped my phone. Okay, so that sounds like some typical ass Aquarius behavior. There's probably this whole thing going on in Maria's mind. There's reasons why she cuts you off. Aquariuses are very good and loyal friends, but they'll cut you off and they'll sometimes do it without explaining themselves, but there's always a reason. But the thing is that if they feel like you're not worth their time, or if they feel like, you know, you're not asking why, then they're not going to tell you, because they don't like to talk about their feelings and they always feel misunderstood. So it's like they're not really going to tell you why unless you ask them why. If you were to reach out to her, like at the time, I mean it's been a while now, but if you were to have reached out to her and have asked her, "Why did you cut me off and why did we stop talking?" she probably would have given you a reason, but because it was never really discussed, then you're never really going to know. So there's a reason why she cut them off. There's a reason why she cut you off. If there is no reason for some strange reason, how many times did I just say the word reason? If there is no reason for it, then she probably has a lot going on and she's isolating herself, because that's what Aquarius tend to do. We tend to isolate ourselves with no explanation. I've always said this: we just delete our social medias, we disappear off the face of the earth, and we stop messaging you, we stop answering your calls, we stop hanging out with you. She's probably going through something, or you guys did something to her. I don't know what you guys did, whether it be you or the group of friends that she had prior to you, but there's a reason for the isolation and the distance and the fact that she doesn't want to chill with you guys. As for the friends that you have, should you warn them? I don't think so. I don't think it's your place, because who knows, maybe she's in a good place now and she's ready to start having some more friends. Why should you be the one to take that away from her? You know what I mean? Why should you be the one to tell them something that you don't know the reason behind? It just makes you petty, and it's being a gossip, because at the end of the day you don't know why. You don't know what was going through her head. You don't know what she was going through, and I just don't think it'd be right for you to warn them off, because number one, you will come across as jealous and bitter, like, oh, she doesn't want to chill with me so she can't chill with anybody. Even though that's not the case, you're gonna come across that way. It's not so much about worrying about what people think of you, it's more so it's not your place. Like, if Maria wants to befriend them and cut them off, Maria can befriend them and cut them off. That's their problem. If you start seeing the signs, if you start seeing Maria act the way she acted with you, and if you start seeing Maria act the way that she acted with those people, and your friends come to you and like mention it, or like you notice it a lot, then just, you can obviously slip in a couple words and be like, "Listen, like, I see the way she's moving, just letting you know this is what happened between her and I." That's it. Leave it at that. Don't tell her about the other people. Don't tell her anything else. Just tell her what happened between you and her. Be like, you should probably talk to her and see what's going on with her before she cuts you off, and blah, 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 blah. But that's the most you can really do, and I wouldn't even bring it up until you start seeing the signs of her doing it, because honestly, it's not your place, it's not your business, it's shitty, and it's not fair for her to do that at all. But I understand it, because I've definitely done that, so I totally know where she's coming from, and it's not fair, and a lot of people don't understand it, but that's probably what the case is. I don't know. My advice is just no. don't say anything to the friends. Okay, so this one is a pretty old one, so I don't know if the situation's done and over with because I'm mad late, but I'll go ahead and read it. I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right. I think it's Zaria, but okay. So, hi Ashley, my name is Zaria, or Zaria, because a lot of people cannot pronounce it correctly, lol. But anyway, I have this best friend that I've kind of grown feelings for, and she is a Pisces and I'm an Aquarius, by the way. So yeah, lol. But I just told her how I feel and to see if we could give it a try, but she said, I want to be friends right now because that's what we have been doing. So I said, okay, but still didn't let it go. But I kind of feel like there's a sign she might like me, but I'm not 100% sure. But the thing is that we tell each other everything, and I guess that made me like her more because of the trust that we have. So I really don't know what to do. Please help. I'm gonna be honest with you. You told her you liked her and she says, I want to be friends right now. That in itself is enough. Like, a girl, if she likes you, she's waiting for you to tell her, like, I like you, like, let's give this a try. And if you do tell her that, she's gonna jump at the chance and be like, I like you too. You know what I mean? She had that opportunity. She had every opportunity to tell you that she liked you. Especially as a Pisces wear their heart on their sleeve. If you go to them and tell them that you have feelings for them, I mean, normally they're the ones telling you. Like, Pisces usually tell you how they feel. I've had so many Pisces people like me, and every single one of them have told me how they feel. So I think that if she liked you, she would probably have told you in that moment. I mean, Pisces are very friendly people. A lot of the times people mistake their friendliness for something more. I have had a Pisces friend that everybody was in love with her. Everybody used to fall in love with her. People at the club would fall in love with her. People at parties, people in high school, people in normal life. Like, everybody used to fall in love with her, and everybody thought they had a chance, but none of them did. And like, I'm not trying to tell you you have zero chance, because like, I don't know, but like, at the end of the day, you told her that you like her and she said, let's be friends. Like, that, what more do you need to hear? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be rude, but like, what more do you need to hear? Unfortunately, I'm just being your friend and I'm giving you a reality check. Like, if she liked you, she would have taken that opportunity and been like, I like you too, like, let's do this, let's try, let's give it a try. But she didn't, and I don't want you to waste any more time on her. I mean, you might have already given up because I'm answering this so late, I'm so sorry. You know, I think that if she wanted you, she would have told you, and there's no point in pursuing her or wasting any more time unless she starts like giving you even more hints, like crazy hints that you know for sure, or she tells you herself, because there's a very big chance that as a Pisces, she would tell you if she had feelings for you, because they like love their emotions or something. Like, they like love to tell people how they feel about everything. So she'd probably tell you. And I mean, I think you should just be her friend, because if there's nothing better that you can do than be her friend at this point. If you already expressed yourself and you kind of got shut down, you don't want to affect your friendship anymore, because then it just kind of gets annoying. Like, in my experience, when someone tells me they like me and then I say like, no, I'm not feeling it, and then they try again to tell me they like me, I'm like, I already told you I don't like you like that. You know what I mean? It's like, you don't want to be the bad guy. You don't want to be the person who's rejecting someone twice. It's just like, you feel like an asshole. It's like, why would you put me in the position to make me feel like an asshole by telling me you like me again when I already told you how I feel? Like, I don't like that. If you ask me on a date, or if you tell me you like me and we're friends and I say no, and then you ask me again a couple months later, I'm going to be like, no. Like, I already told you no. Why do you have to make shit awkward again? And then you can never really come back from that. So I would just hold off. And I hate to tell people, like, don't put your feelings out there and hold your feelings in and blah, 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 blah. I don't want to tell you that. So, I mean, at the end of the day, if you think and you know that she really likes you, go for it. But you gotta be sure. Otherwise, it can really fuck it up. I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to tell you don't embrace your feelings and tell people how you feel. I'm just trying to tell you, if you already told someone how you feel and it's not what you wanted to hear, why tell them how you feel again if you already did it? If you'd never done it before, I would be like, yes, tell her how you feel. But you've already done it, so I don't know what more you need her to say. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what more can she really say? So just don't mistake friendliness for anything more. Be careful, and I hope that this helped, but that's just my opinion. Of course, do what you want to do, but I'm just trying to be honest with you because that's how I am as a friend. And when I do these things, I tell you guys all the time, you guys are my friends. Like, I'm going to be straight up with you. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I'm an Aquarius. I'm going to be so honest with you. You know what I mean? Even if you want to hear it or not, I'm going to tell you how it is. So yeah, that's my advice for you. Okay, so this one's a long one, okay? Like, it's pretty long. But this is going to be the last one of the videos. I'm just letting you know, pay attention, because this one's going to be a little bit long, okay? And I'm going to read it kind of fast. I'm so sorry, but like, try and keep up with me. Hey, I'm Hermione. I'm an Aquarius, Pisces, 18 February, y'all. And I need serious help with this guy. Let's call him Aries. He's an Aries. Really? When I first met him, it was when he was going out with my friend Leo. She's a Leo. That day, he kept holding my hand and staring at me when they were kissing. He even put his hand on my thigh when we were on the bench. He kept punching me playfully and just being an Aries when they like someone. Me and my friend Pisces, she's a Pisces, told them to stop kissing, so we had to separate them when we walked into the shop. So Pisces walked with Leo and I walked with Aries. Okay, let's just stop for a second. Okay, so Pisces walked with Leo. So Pisces and Leo are her friends, and she walked with Aries. Hermione, the girl who wrote me, walked with Aries, and Aries is the guy. Okay? So Pisces and Leo are the friend, and Aries is the guy, and Hermione is like the girl who's writing. So let's read that again. Pisces walked with Leo, and I walked with Aries. Aries asked me, can I call you tonight? And I asked him why. He said he just wanted to talk. For the rest of the day, he was kind of rushing to not be close to Leo and Pisces. For the next week, he called and texted me every day and told me that he loved me and stuff. He told me this plan to get Leo to break up with him to get with me. Then one morning, he texted me saying, whatever you did worked. And Leo broke up with him. I talked to Leo and Leo was all cool about it. She legit couldn't care less. She even told me that I could go out with him and it would be fine. Then it was planned that I was going to meet him on a Saturday a week from then. I couldn't go because I had something on that came up. He got pissed off with me. That Friday before we were meant to meet, he was being all cute and telling me what we would do and just kept saying that he loved me. Then on Monday, I got a text from him saying, I know I annoyed you and I'm sorry, but I can't have a relationship right now. Girl, you should have expected that, okay? Sorry. Let's keep it going. By this, I thought he meant that he just had issues and he couldn't deal with one of them, but then I found out he was going out with this girl. Should've known. After a week, they broke up. Then he got into another week-long relationship with another girl. I blocked him because I got so hurt that I had an argument with him anyways. Then at school, my best friend Aquarius told me that Aries liked my other best friend Girl, how many people are in this story? Sorry, I haven't even read this one yet. I just read like the first sentence. I'm like, ooh, this is juicy. I'm losing track. I'm losing track. Okay, let me read that again. Then at school, my best friend Aquarius told me that Aries liked my other best friend Libra all this time. I talked to Libra and she said that she would tell me, but it would hurt me, but I got her to tell me anyways. She told me that Aries liked her all this time and used all these girls and me to get over not being able to go out with her, Libra. She has a boyfriend. She told me that he talks to her every day and tries to get her. Then a week ago, he texted me saying, hey, I ignored it because my sister told me to. Then he DM'd me and said, hey, and I replied. I asked if he liked Libra and he said ... I don't know what to do because I still fucking like him and it hurts me like hell that Libra, my best friend, is talking to him and that he likes her and that he used me. God, I really need help to realize what I should do. Thank you, Hermione. XX. Hermione. So basically, this guy is dating your best friend Leo. While he's kissing her, he's holding your hand, touching your thigh, laughing with you. Like, what the actual fuck? Like, the fact that he's cheating on your friend with you and you're cool with that is, first of all, like, as a friend, that's kind of whack. Like, why are you doing that to your friend? I'm not trying to be rude, but why are you doing that to your friend? Like, your friend's dating someone and you're gonna be holding their hand while they're kissing? Like, that's some whack shit. I would have dropped you right away if I ever found out about that. That's number one. Okay, so you made your mistake, okay? You made your mistake. You wronged your friend. She's cool with it. Let's move on. I was just gonna tell you, like, you should not do that to your friend in the future. That's not cool. That is not cool. Anyways, okay, so you made your mistake, whatever, and now, you and this guy are talking. But he's playing games with you and he's telling you, oh, like, I don't want to date you anymore, and then moves on to another bitch. Okay, first of all, that's kind of expected because the way that the guy's moving, it's very clear he doesn't take females seriously and he doesn't respect females. So once you see that beginning sign, you need to drop him. That first initial thing when he was fucking around with you while he was dating your friend, that is enough to tell you that he is not a guy for you. He's not a man. He's not serious. He has no respect for you or for other women. So in the future, girl, do not go for boys like that because that is a boy. That is a child. I don't care if he's 33. That's still a little boy. You don't do stuff like that. You don't go for men like that because you can do so much better than that. If you're a good girl and you're a decent woman and you know you have a lot going for you, why are you going to go for someone like that who's just going to play games with you and fuck around with other girls? That's not cool. So in the future, just that should be your indicator. This is not the man for me. I don't want him. But again, you made your mistake. You ended up talking to him. He did this to you. So now he's going for a million other girls because he likes Libra and he wants to get to Libra and he wants to get over her. I mean, as a friend, you should tell Libra, don't go for him. But she has a boyfriend, so I think she's fine. But honestly, this guy is not shit. Like, this guy is not shit. Like, I can't even believe that. Like, what is it that you like about him? He has to be a good-looking guy. Like, he has to. Like, because he doesn't have a good personality. He has an ugly personality. So he has to have something going for him if all these girls are going for him, including you. Like, you need to get over him. You need to. getting over him, you can find, I'm sorry, this is so terrible, but like, the best way to get over someone is with a rebound. Like, see if you can start talking to someone else, someone to occupy your time, someone that makes you realize, okay, there's other decent guys out there. Even if you're not going to actually date them, at least you kind of realize like how a guy can treat you and how a guy is not supposed to treat you, which is how Aries was treating you. As an Aries, that's what they do. They charm around, they play around with other girls, they cheat. I'm sorry, like, I love Aries, but they can be cheaters, and they just want a piece of everything, and they're charmers, and they have great personalities. So it's very easy to fall for an Aries, but it's also something that you got to keep in mind, that like, watch what they're doing, watch how they move with other people, specifically people that are a threat to your relationship. In this case, there's no threat to your relationship because there was no relationship to begin with, because he didn't take you seriously. And when a man doesn't take you seriously, why do you want to take him seriously? And why do you want to give him your time and give him your respect and let him in your life? You know what I mean? This guy is someone that I think that you should really, really work on getting over. I don't think you should even try and pursue him. I don't think you should play any games and like try and make him jealous. None of that stuff. Like, do not go for this guy. He's just gonna cheat on you. He's literally gonna cheat on you. If you even last a week, he's gonna have 100 other bitches in his phone, like, that he's meeting up with and hanging out with. And why do you want that? Why do you want to be one of like 10 different girls? Like, why do you want that? You know how bad that makes you look and feel inside? Like, I'm just like, well, option number 10, like option number 8, option number 4 out of 10. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point in that? Like, he doesn't like you, he doesn't take you seriously, and he doesn't respect you. I'm just being honest. So why should you waste your time and your energy and your feelings on this little boy that is not good for you? You need to get over him. I don't know what you can do to get over him. I think the best thing to do is get a rebound, maybe get a job, you know, start working somewhere so that you're not really thinking about him. Go out more, meet some new people so that you kind of have more experiences with guys, and you can see how they act with their girlfriends. You can see what you want for yourself. Like, maybe you're not dating them, but maybe you can see how they're moving with their females, and you can be like, okay, so it is possible for a guy to treat a girl like gold. You know what I mean? Start hanging out with your friends more. Just avoid him. Do not answer his messages. Do not answer his messages. Do not answer his DMs. Do not even text him. In fact, when he texts you, you go in your iPhone, you turn on your read receipts, and you put them on just for him so that he can see when you read the message, and you can leave him on read, and you just don't reply, and let him know that you're not playing any games and you're not trying to talk to him anymore. And if he keeps messaging you, just tell him, like, straight up, listen, I don't have any interest in you. You've got too many bitches for me. Don't even say that, sorry. Just let him know, like, hey, listen, like, I'm in a good place in my life right now. I don't really need to be talking to you anymore. I hope you're doing well. Maybe one day we'll cross paths and we can catch up, but as of right now, I'm not really interested in talking to you. Be straight up with him, let him know, and get the fuck over that boy, because that boy is not for you, okay? Not for you. Alright, so that concludes my Ask an Amateur video for the month. If you guys enjoy Ask an Amateur, maybe I can do it more than once a month, but I do need some more emails, because some of the emails I have are mad boring. I don't want to talk about them. I do have some more emails to go through. I have a lot, actually, but I would like to see some new ones so I can just, like, answer them faster, because I'm a month late on a lot of these. So yeah, so make sure to send me an email. I will put it on the screen here, and I will put it down below. And check out my social media. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. All right, stay cute. Bye, guys.
Yeah, I see you. So I'm gone, yeah. We hit the club, niggas cups full of jealous. We in the bag and we mugging a T.I.